Okay, honestly, I've done a lot of research into this, and from my trial and error experimentation research, 1-3 profile here, this is much more genetic mutation, potential rather for genetic mutation than the world ending, like most people mention or talk about when they bring this up. So basically, this is much more related to evolutionary principle than it is related to the end of the world. An evolutionary principle, I studied genetics and biology in college, and so this is where my base understanding of this mutation is coming from. Basically, what the 2027 prophecy is about is Pluto in Aquarius being in gate 41, which is responsible for the start codon and RNA mutation. The start codon, which lives in gate 41 in the human design system, is responsible for initiating a sequence of a new strand of DNA, or a mutation, so to speak. The last time Pluto was in gate 41, the start codon, was when we started the transition and the mutation from seven-centered beings into nine-centered beings, which is the whole basis and foundation of knowledge in the human design system. We no longer have 7 chakras or energy centers, we have 9, and that began with Pluto in gate 41 in 1781. Now, because of the way that evolution works and genetics work and genetic mutations work specifically, is that not everyone had that right away. That is just what started the mutation. Some people were born the old body in the 7-centered form, and others were brought in already with that mutation as the 9-centered form. That is the same thing that's going to occur in 2027. People that are born after February 14th of 2027 will have the potential for a genetic mutation that will be taking place in the solar plexus center. And this is going to kickstart the mutation of our species as we know it and bring in a new type of human called the Rave. We can already see this taking place with the rise of autism and prostate cancer over the last 30 years. That is just a foreshadowing of what this transformation is bringing, what this genetic mutation is bringing. Now, how long will that take? Who knows? It's a mutation, it's evolution. We don't know, and it's not going to happen instantly. It could take several generations to actually show itself. But what I suspect we'll see right away is kids being born who are crazy intuitive and more in tune than anyone that's ever been born. Starting to communicate telepathically, not having a normal way of communication, much like what we see with autism.